Hey guys, Nikki again. Excuse me, I'm starting to get a cold. I have like a stuffy nose. Talking really weirdly, but so this is like basically a more detailed and a more a redo version of my video. Are you choosing the right lizards? And it's basically, this is a video for any first timers or second timers, basically beginners, for anyone who wants to get into herps and reptiles as pets. And basically, I just want to say, I've been seeing a lot of people on YouTube or Facebook getting these animals. I actually personally, and a lot of people agree with me, uh, are not suitable for first timers, and I'll tell you the reason why. So I hope you enjoy the video, and thanks for watching anyways, and I hope you keep watching. Yeah. Okay, hey guys. So here's one of my newest lizards. I know these aren't very common, but I just want to say they will be pretty common, I'm guessing. Lots of people didn't know what this is. I believe it's some sort of green lizard. They're a European grassland sand lizard. As you can tell, they have really, really nice patterns. This guy was given to me by one of my reptile friends. Whoops. And he is definite. You see him, he's so small. I'm not sure if he's full grown. I think maybe not, but he stays relatively small. And believe it or not, you guys, I'm telling you that this is not a beginner lizard. They feed heavily. This guy eats very well. His name is Misty, and it's a male. And he has this black tongue. I don't know if he'll show it for you guys. Let's see if he will, if I touch him. No, you wouldn't. Maybe you'll see it in a sec. But I got Misty for free. He was given to me. There were the other ones, but I picked this one because he had the nicest colors. And the reason why I wouldn't suggest this as a first-time lizard is because they're really, really fast. You're not actually meant to handle these guys very much, and believe me, I don't handle Misty very much. And even if I do, I can't handle him like any other lizards, like grab him or anything, because he gets startled very, very easily. And he'll just like fly off my hand and anywhere. Since he's living in my room, you know, I don't really want to lose him anywhere under my bed or something. It'll be really hard to catch him. And so this is Misty. And remember guys, this is a lizard I do not recommend. Hey guys, I'm back. He's actually quite mad right now, but this is another one of my new lizards. Let's see if I could get him without him getting mad at me. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't want you to get on my back. That's not a very good idea. Okay, come on. Okay, there we go. Right now he's really dark in color, but normally he's like, I'd say this green, like my bed. This is a veiled chameleon. He is a baby male. His name is Squishy. I have a video on Squishy at his normal colors when he's not very dark and pissy. But he is a male veiled chameleon. And I do not suggest these guys, definitely not as a first-timer lizard. I don't think anybody does except for the shopkeepers that you probably would buy these from. They're inexpensive, they're small and cute, you know, it's a chameleon, they change colors and everything, and it's really cute, you know, look at his face, he's so cute. And people think that, wow, I should get a chameleon, you know, but it really, I would suggest this for more advanced reptile keepers, just because these guys need the right temperature. And unlike any other lizard, you can't start out with a big cage. You got to upgrade as they grow, because even for Squishy here, I have a 10-gallon, kind of tallish one. It's not even 10-gallon, I'd say 8. And basically, I'd say it's a foot tall, and it's not that wide, but the reason why it cannot be any taller is because in case Squishy falls, when he's in his cage, I don't want him to hurt himself, because they do tend to be a bit clumsy, especially when they're a little baby. Like, he could fall off my hand right now, but of course my reflex are quick enough to pick him up. Oh, look at him, he has his finger wrapped in it. My finger, yeah. And now he's starting to calm down a bit. His color's going back to normal. But why these guys aren't good for beginners is because they require the exact right temperature, or else they will, die. They need the right humidity, and these are basically keeping lizards. I'd say they are more handleable as, see, he gets mad at my finger, because finger especially, he gets mad at, because he thinks it's a snake. But when it's a whole hand, see, I don't know if you guys can see, he's completely fine. But when it's a finger, he doesn't like it. So basically, okay, it's just a finger, sweetie. He's really railed up right now, especially at nights. Probably because, I took him out of his cage when he's trying to do his thing. But I had to show you guys. Anyways, these guys are not meant for handling. They're for looking at lizards, like just keeping there. Because they're really prone to stress. They stress really easily, and that could lead to a fatal death. So, chameleons, I suggest for more advanced keepers. And because I don't have a fogger for him yet, just because I don't want it to be too humid without any ventilation in this cage, so I mist him 5 times a day. And that's Squishy there, one of my newest lizards. He's so cute. Yeah, he's a cute little guy. If you guys, I'll put a link like around here to show you a video of he's doing it right now, of him going back home himself. Basically, if you guys could see right here, he just went back in himself. I just put him here and he just walks all the way there. Even if the door is closed, he would still know that that's his home. He'll just go straight back. Okay guys, so this is definitely, I've said it millions of times before, he's really, really still very pissy because he's shedding, and he's not feeling very comfortable right now. He's freaking out a lot. Okay, let me get him. He's behind my laptop. Okay, he's really moody right now because he's shedding and it's uncomfortable for him. See, if you guys could see that little shed there, I'm not going to pull it off. I already put some shedding aid onto him. Anyways, this is a green iguana. This is my iguana Shrek. He is I don't know if he's a male or female. I'm guessing male somehow. He's in good shape, He's hydrated. He's kind of chubby. And yeah. He's nice sometimes, but sometimes, see, he wants to kill me sometimes. But that's because, that's because he's not being his nicest right now. I know you guys probably see this at Petco or whatever so much, because these iguanas are very, very common, and they're inexpensive. They're about 20 bucks, I think, in the US, and because of its inexpensive pricing, and because they're so small and really nice colors, and they're so cute. Look at that. They're so cute, You guys would think, oh yeah, why don't I go get an iguana, That's so cute. It's just a baby, and maybe, I'm not sure, but maybe some shopkeepers will tell you, oh, they'll just stay this size forever. But they're not gonna stay this size forever, Shrek, he is a healthy iguana. I know that because he runs away from me all the time. And the only reason why he's staying like this is just because he's feeling slightly better, because I'm not grabbing him, he's just holding on to me. He probably thinks I'm a tree or something. But he's, I don't know what the dark spot is. Probably got his skin wet. Anyways, he doesn't like it when I touch him, He would whip me and stuff, but he'll tame down with age. The reason why I wouldn't suggest these as a first-time lizard is because they are prone to be aggressive sometimes without the proper taming. And these guys could grow up to 4 to 6 foot long. This little guy right here is going to grow up to 4 to 6 foot long. And thinking about their enclosure already is super, super big. It's the same issue with anything like a tegu or a savanna monitor. I know tegus, some Colombian golden blacks or Colombian black and whites could be inexpensive, and so is savanna monitor. But you know, little do people know they grow up to 4 foot, 6 foot. People could think to themselves, yeah, sure, 4 foot lizard's okay, but if you think about their enclosure, it probably has to be like 8 foot long for, I know for a fact, minimum. For a savanna or a tegu, you need like an 8 foot long enclosure. So that's, you know, that's something definitely to think about. And they are definitely, I would say, put in the category, from what I've experienced, would be more of a advanced lizard, just because they're more aggressive. They would bite, they would whip you with their tail, and that hurts. I'm telling you that. Definitely, if Shrek bit me now, it's not gonna hurt. But when he's older, it will hurt. Hey guys, I know I've been a party pooper, basically saying that every lizard's not suitable, but I'm moving on to the more suitable lizards now. And this is one of them that I definitely recommend. They are one of the newer species, not newest, newer species that are introduced into the industry and the pet trade, and these are Chinese tree dragons. This is Taffy here, but he's not going to be called Taffy anymore because I can't keep Taffy. I'm actually giving it to my best friend, Tom, and he's going to rename him. It's his first herp, so I actually have 6 at the moment that I'm adopting out for people, and Tom decided to get one. All he's ever kept before, I think, are cats. So it's definitely going to be a change, and because, you know, these guys are so docile and so easy to keep, I really would let him, and do suggest for first-time keepers to, I always recommend this one. And these are Chinese tree dragons, or banana split dragons, or neon tree dragons, or dragon agama. Personally, I mostly use the name as Dragon Agama or Neon Tree Dragons. You can tell why they're called Neon Tree Dragons. Look at those stripes. Really beautiful stripes. And they have a really cute face as well. These guys remind me of Monster Energy drink so much. Don't look at me, look at the camera, sweetie. There we go. This one's a male. This is my only male. And he is really nice. I'm thinking of maybe getting another male this weekend, but I'm not sure. It depends how many people want these agamas. But they're really sweet. They're really nice. They're great eaters. You know, they could be really tamed. I'd say out of all of my agamas right now, the male is the tamest, just because I've had him the longest, and I spend time with him most. As you can tell, he's just sitting in my hand, not moving at all. I have other videos of him before, but he's been jumping around and stuff. But now you guys get to see how tamed he is. He would just sit right here. Not move at all. You're a good guy, aren't you? Yeah, you're a little sweetie. Here, if I could just take up the stuff, and let me just grab a female. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is a female. She's much shorter. I know you guys probably think, oh my god, she's so skinny, but if you could just see sideways, she's actually she's in good shape. Females tend to be smaller, and for some reason, jumpier, in my experiences. Because all my females tend to go a bit wild sometimes. But I've only had the females for a week, so... Come on, sweetie. Okay. So yeah, as you can tell, the pattern difference on female and male in the size. The females are less bright and green, and they look different. Their heads, this way. There we go. Look a bit different in the heads, but still the females are great. They could also be just as tamed, and they're also just as you know, nice and great eaters. I have 5 females. Okay. What's really weird about these guys is when you pick them up, Taffy's fine with me, but the females don't like to be picked up. Okay, I guess she wants to stick with my hand, but they don't let go as well when they get back to their cage. I need to get her off of it like this. Sorry, guys. Come on, get off it. That's a good girl. Okay, Taffy, you just chill out right here. Taffy's a good boy, so he'll just stay right there. What I want to show you guys is my other. I have 4 females in there and 1 male. And here I actually have another female that I took out for a reason, and you'll see in a second why. And she used to be in there, but then I had to move her because, well, I didn't have to, but I chose to because of her condition right now. I was like, you guys could see, but okay, maybe this way you could see better. This is a gravid female, and there you go. Okay, let's see. Okay. This is a gravid female dragon agama. This girl is actually my nicest female, and she's really heavily gravid right now. The eggs tend to move lower down her belly now, but I have been giving her warm rain every single day, 3 times a day. I don't know if you guys can see. I don't want to stress her out too much, and I of course don't want to handle her, but there she is. You see all those bumps? Yep, those are her eggs. I'm counting around 7 or 8 eggs. You watch where Taffy's going. Hey, buddy. Okay, I'll just leave him be. He's just gonna go on my bed. Anyways, so yep, this is the female. I'm counting on maybe 7 eggs. I'm not sure if it's fertile or infertile. She hasn't been eating very well, but I don't know, honestly. I see some little things here, little poops, but she hasn't been eating and she hasn't really been doing anything much. So I'm a bit worried about her, but hopefully she'll be okay. One thing I'm not worried about is that dragon agamas could be gravid for a whole year, like holding their eggs for a whole year without being egg bound, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay guys, another one of the reptiles I would recommend. I think some of you have seen him before. This is Fluffy, and he is my leopard gecko. He's a snow blazing blizzard, or super blazing blizzard, and he's all white. He's around 2.5 years old, and he has a smile on his face. There we go. Out of all the leopard geckos I've had, I'd say, well, leopard geckos I've had and not really adopted, like fostered, I'd say Fluffy is the tamest. At first, he was really scared when I got him. He was already around, I think he was 8 months old when I got him, and he was really scared at first, but now he is the sweetest gecko ever, and whenever you touch his chin, he'll give you kisses. Now, Fluffy's really, really tamed. He will stay in my hand for hours, and he's a really, really great eater. Really, really great eater. He has a flat tail, you know, nice, good in shape, nice male, and yeah, he's really, really cute. You know, he makes noises sometimes, and when he gets happy and is hot, he'll vibrate his tail. Leopard geckos, again, are one of the most common lizards in the pet trade, and reason for that is because they make absolutely great first-time pets. Now, the thing about leopard geckos are that they shed quite a bit, and what I have here, I'll just quickly show you guys, and here is a humid hut. I don't know if they sell those in the US or anywhere else, but here in Asia we have those humid huts, and what it does is it basically concentrates all the humidity in one hut. It's all like kind of pottery stuff made out of, and it has this tray on top where you pour all the water onto it. Of course, dechlorinated water for reptiles, and basically it makes the whole entire hut very, very humid, and it's really, really good. Fluffy has never, ever, ever had any shedding problems at all, and he absolutely loves his hut. I recommend those greatly for leopard geckos, or even any other reptiles that require humidity in one spot, and they are not arboreal and land like ground animals that actually need to use a hut. And another thing about leopard geckos are that for first timers, leopard geckos come in millions and millions of colors and morph. Notice how Fluffy is called a leopard gecko, but then he's just all white. It's because of his morph colors. Morph colors are when they come in various different colors, and Fluffy is considered as some sort of, I don't know, some sort of albino into him, but I believe it's only his skin pigments and not his eyes, obviously, because he has black eyes. But he really hates the light. What is common with leopard geckos are people tell you that you need to buy UVB and basking spot, and I absolutely find those terrible, in my personal opinion, terrible for leopard geckos. Most leopard geckos have albino genes in their chromosomes, like, so to speak, they just have albino in them, and albinos are very, very sensitive to light. Fluffy, if I have any sort of light on him at all, he will never come out. He only comes out at night, not because he is a nocturnal animal. He hates lights. As in the fact, if I ever had a light on him, he would cry and do the leopard gecko squeaking, chirping noise, and he'd run away. I've had that happen to him lots of times, and so did my other leopard geckos. One of my friend Louise, hers is an albino, and his name is Gallifrey. And Gallifrey, when I had to foster him for a while and watch over him when Louise was on holiday, I actually had to keep him under my desk instead of outside in my living room, because the sunlight would come in my living room, and Gallifrey would hate it, and he'll cry, and he'll just run back into his hut. He just absolutely hated it. They would close up their eyes. So I think UVB and basking lights are absolutely terrible for leopard geckos. For normal morph leopard geckos, those are completely fine, I think. I actually believe leopard geckos, just as a species, just doesn't like lights. They're sensitive to it, especially their eyes. And another thing with leopard geckos are that they don't need the UVB lights, because you could give them calcium supplement powders dusted in geckos, and that's already good enough for their bones. It's not a must. Honestly, when people say that it is, it's probably to rip you off, or they just don't have enough knowledge or experience. And with heating, you don't use a basking lamp, because obviously it's hot. You could use the ones that are for night lights, where it's a blue or red light, and it will not harm them. You could definitely use those. Those are great. But I personally use heat mat, and I put it under the tank with my paper towel, so it will not burn Fluffy, and it is warm enough for him even in the winter, and he's absolutely doing great. He's been doing great for 2 years, and he will be doing great for a lot of other years. He's a completely happy and healthy leopard gecko, and he's really curious, and he's a really, really nice boy. So, oh yeah, another thing, sorry, I know I'm talking for a long time, but this is really the information that a lot of beginners really just misunderstand with, is the fact that most people with leopard geckos, they keep them with calcium sand. Most people say that, oh, calcium sand, there's calcium in it, it's fine for them to eat. It is not. Whenever a leopard gecko goes and hunt for a cricket, they will pick up some sand if you use sand as substrate. They will swallow it, and over a year it will become compact impaction, and it will go up build up in their stomach, and they will die for it. And trust me, no herp vet could do anything about it, because it's a very fatal thing, and it is very common in leopard geckos, especially for beginners. So I find the best substrate is actually just to use reptile carpet or paper towel even. I find that the best, easy cleaning, it's very clean, and you won't have to worry about mites being in the package or anything, because I've had my lizards and snake having mites from their aspen or like cocoa bark or whatever I gave them, and that's not very good. What I have here is a ball python. She was just sleeping, so she's curled up in a ball. But this is my girl Pretzel. She's about 7 months old. She is a normal het, 100% het orange ghost. And she's a beauty. She's a real beauty. Want to come out and show people how pretty you are, Pretzel? There we go. That's a good girl. And she is, I'd say, my second ball python. And before I had fostered some corn snakes and some others, and I have been considering a rainbow boa. Lately, my friend, he owns lots of reptiles, and he lately got a rainbow boa, and I'm getting a bit jealous about it. He also got some new bamboo pit vipers, and he told me about a rainbow boa, and I've thought about it before, but in the end I chose ball python just because I'm more familiar with them. She's a sweet girl. She's really, really nice. She has really, really nice colorings on her. I'd say she's a bit different after all compared to the normal ones. Everything is so clear and sharp on her. It's so nice. She has great, great colorings, no messy pigments. And if you guys haven't noticed her head, it's a gold streak across her head instead of a brown streak. She's a great feeder, and in a good, nice weight. I haven't measured her weight yet, but she's in really good shape. She's over 2 foot, and she's only 7 months old. So she's a great girl. When I first got her, she was really scared and stuff, but now she's really tame, really nice. And she's very sweet. She still wouldn't let me touch her head sometimes, like my old one did allow me. This girl wouldn't let me touch her head too much, but she doesn't strike or anything ever since. Been careful with her. And she's feeding on rat pups because she's a picky little eater, and she wouldn't let go of her rat pups. I feed her 3 every single week. 3 or 2, depending on how hungry she is. And ball pythons, to be honest, I would say they are a beginner snake, but in some cases, I know people say ball pythons are the most docile snake, but I think sometimes it really goes from python to python, because I've seen some that are very, very aggressive, and it takes some time to tame down. And if you're inexperienced with any herps, especially snakes, because snakes are very different to lizards, and if you have no experience, I think dealing with an aggressive ball python, it is not easy. I can tell you that. The ultimate, when people ask me what snake they should get for their first snake, I would always say corn snake. Corn snake comes in really nice colors. They stay relatively smaller than ball pythons because they grow up to 3 foot, and so do ball pythons. Ball pythons are 3 to 5 foot. 5 foot in the rare occasions, but mostly 3 foot. So do corn snakes, but corn snakes, they are much thinner. What I think is easier for kids especially to deal with, or first timers, is because ball pythons are constrictors. They have strong muscles, and if anything ever happened, like if they mistaken your hand as a rat, it is actually hard to uncoil them and everything and actually take control of the snake compared to a corn snake. And again, ball python, their personality varies. Like, it goes from python to python. It's for corn snakes. That happens less. I'm not saying that that doesn't happen, but it happens less, more or less. Like the corn snake, their personality pretty much stays the same. So I'm sorry. Um, you know, especially for hatchlings, you know, they tend to be a bit more nippy. I've been thinking of a rainbow boa just because, you know, they're really pretty snakes, and I don't have a problem with keeping, you know, a rainbow boa. I have 2 foggers, I have everything that they need, and obviously they sell here the humidity huts, so it'll be a very concentrated humidity spot for a rainbow boa, but I haven't decided yet because my parents don't really like snakes. But, you know, this is a beginner snake, but if you really make me choose, I would really tell you and recommend you to go for a corn snake instead. And for any beginner lizards, I also have a bearded dragon and a blue-tongued skink. You could see in my other video here. It will be about all the pets I have, but I don't have Misty and Squishy, my green lizard, and my veiled chameleon there because they're more of the newer ones, so I don't have them in there. But again, I'll tell you guys about blue-tongued skinks and bearded dragons, whether or not they're suitable, and you guys could look at that if you want. And if any of you at all, any of you have any questions about reptiles, please message me, because although you haven't seen some of them in this video, I have kept more reptiles than I have shown. So please message me about anything. Even I know less about frogs, but I'm decent on salamanders and newts. I did keep axolotls before, so you know, I did keep them for quite a while, so I know a bit about that, and I've kept some newts and salamanders before. Snakes, yeah, I'm pretty good at that, and lizards, I think, personally, out of all herps, I know the best about that. So, please message me about that if you guys ever have any questions, and again, thank you so much for watching this long video and spending time with me. Bye guys! Hope you have fun with your herps.